Hello everybody and welcome back to the permanent chill zone, since we apparently have no neighbors to speak of whatsoever. However, we do have some hostile aliens around that we can go ahead and destroy, so we shall do that. We are just about over there with our fleet, and we are also going to go ahead and build some mining stations there. That will be for the best. Also for the best would be constructing additional buildings. Like, for example, here. We already have an energy grid. We'll go ahead and build a power plant there.
Recon pass completed.
We will also build a power plant here. And a power plant here. And I believe that's all of the power plants other than a Betharian power plant that we'll have here. We'll go ahead and move this guy here since we want the Betharian plant operational ASAP. Actually, we will go ahead and swap these guys just because we need power that badly. Next thing that we're actually going to construct is we are going to close this and cancel clearing this tile blocker. We are going to build a Betharian power plant here. And there's not apparently a solid way to move this up in the queue. That's a bit unfortunate. So we will move these guys out of the queue. And then put them right back in. At least once we tick. Completed. Maybe we have to reopen it for it to update and show up properly. Apparently not. Did I not cancel any of those? Did I hit no on all of those? Well, I believe I canceled the pops instead of the buildings. I am pro as heck. Well, let's go ahead and get that queued right back up. There we go. That is better, and we'll do that too. Excellent. Well, we are going to kill ourselves some cows. Get out of here, you cows. Those are some dead cows. Well, not dead yet. They're almost dead. One's dead. Now they're both dead. Excellent. And we can't actually go that way. What we need to do right now is we need to forbid our troops from going through this system. We don't want anybody to go in here unless we specifically want to go in there. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we will take these guys around. Guys, what are you? There you go. Had to tick it. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this habitable world. Well, we'll check it out. We're basically out of energy credits, so that's fun.
System reconnaissance completed.
We will go ahead and there's 4 energy credits here. We're going to want those. We'll go ahead and grab that. Once this finishes up, it is apparently not happening immediately. That's okay. We're just about to the point now where we are running positive in terms of energy credits. It is immediately apparent that Jompron 2, an ancient Erassian colony, has been the victim of extensive orbitable bombardment, apparently. So you can orbit it, the bombardment that is. It's an orbitable bombardment. Got it? Good. Large craters are still visible from space where the planet's major population centers used to be roughly 1.2 million years ago. The handful of survivors from the initial bombardment appear to have successfully succumbed shortly afterwards to the Javorian pox that was then raging on most Erassian worlds. Apparently, this one is nearly impossible to read, but there is a special project for a bombarded colony over there. So we definitely want to take a look at that. Let's take a look at what our precursors did over here. The Erassians all seem to be up over this way in this arm, so hopefully we'll find them quickly. That would be good. Where are you? Why are you going up there? Why are you not exploring down here? That's what I want to know. All of our ships want to explore up here. I mean, it's okay. We do want to explore up there, We don't want all of them to explore up there. We want to diversify, have a few options. We
Anomaly
also
found.
want to upgrade this eventually. There we go. And this anomaly. Initial analysis of the asteroid's composition points towards potentially interesting finds. Fascinating. Well, we'll take a look at it. There's gotta be some people around here somewhere. Right? Right? Surely somebody's around here. Well, we're gonna be blowing up these mining drones. After this, we will almost certainly need to acquire some repairs. We are already at 95% armor. On the shoulders of giants, it appears that the asteroid A1-2646 and the surrounding debris originate from a former planet. Deep within the center of the asteroid, we can find traces of extremely valuable minerals. There are also hints of bacterial life that has now died in the vacuum of space. This shows us that the celestial body once bore the premise of life. Amazing. Plus 5 minerals. Good job, guys. You found us some rocks. So many rocks. This galaxy rocks. Currently at the tune of 92 a month for us. We are currently spending a fair amount on upkeep on our fleet. This is a relatively extensive fleet at this point for this stage of the game. It's kind of unusual that we are actually able to expand like this without anybody bothering us, like completely unfettered. It's also a bit unfortunate. We would like to purge some filthy Xenos. Our archaeological expedition has recovered a communications log from the ruins of a listening post on Jompron 2. It shows the contents of a transmission between the commander of an Arassian fleet in orbit and their naval headquarters on Arassia. The commander questions orders to purge the colony of all life. Hey! They're precursors after our own hearts. To prevent the spreading of the pox. Oh. Well, that's not the right reason to purge the colony of all life. Clearly you purge the colony of all life because you are a Robo-Edgelord who wants to eliminate all variants from the galaxy. Arassians, I'm very disappointed in you. Although the log ends before the issue is resolved, the orders were evidently carried out. An interesting find. Okay. So how many Arassian artifacts have we found so far? 1. Excellent. Also, didn't we tell somebody to go deal with this? We did. He's kind of going the long way. Once he's done with that, he might as well come up here and survey the system. Okay. Sounds good. This Ether Drake here is kind of awkwardly located, making us go significantly out of our way, especially with this system being unexplored thus far, so we need to deal with that. Soil remediation. Excellent. Let's go ahead and grab the planetary processor so we can upgrade our planetary capitals again. That would be great.
A new world has been secured.
And there we go. This is our new planet. We don't have enough to actually clear these. We're going to go ahead and build a pop here. In fact, we're going to build exterminator standard units in most of these locations. And we're going to build a science unit there and there. These will also be exterminator units. This will both be power generation. Well, this one will be Unity. Almost certainly. But for now, we don't actually have the ability to do anything about that. Just because we don't have the energy credits, so it's all good. We'll go ahead and build ourselves a star base here. Excellent. Our military will be getting here momentarily. Did we in fact upgrade ship designer? This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, we did put level 2 ion thrusters on our destroyers.
Construction complete.
For a second there, I was like, I don't remember putting level 2 engines on there. Is that why they're going so slow? But no, it's just because we have level 1 hyperdrives. That's the only reason.
Science Division report success.
Okay, so we can go ahead and grab ourselves an expansion. Starbase upkeep reduction. That'd be interesting. Or capital buildings producing 1 unity. We'll grab that early on.
Success.
Okay, we have a billion things popping up right now. We got this anomaly. Another potential glitch in our system, but let's investigate it and see if it is. We also unlocked plasma throwers. Excellent. Excellent. And hyperdrive 2. Let's go for that. And as far as this goes, let's make destroyers build faster and be cheaper. That'll be a bigger reduction than corvettes would be. So let's go ahead and do that. And here we go. We're about to kill ourselves some mining drones. So that is excellent. And there they go. We are just kind of wrecking them. How are we actually doing in this combat? Our evasion chance is really coming through for us. We are taking a little bit of damage. This destroyer almost has their shields down. There we go. Now we've mopped them up. And there's another micro-singularity. That's fascinating. There we go. And we did, in fact, lose 1 corvette, so we'll go ahead and rebuild that and send these guys all the way back home for repairs. A little inefficient, but it should be okay. This ship, once it's done with that, we want to research projects in system. There we go. You can go ahead and grab us our research there, and you can build us our outpost. Excellent.
Anomaly found.
The atmospheric patterns of Ithene 1 are highly atypical for a gas giant of modest size. Okay, so what do you think it is? Well, go find out. Don't bring me these half answers. I want to know. I want to know. So that costs 200 to clear. This costs 400. Okay, we'll clear this first, and we'll build ourselves our network junction there. Once that is finished clearing. Our capital is actually completely upgraded for now. Nothing more to put in there. And our economy is just overall humming along quite nicely. What we had assumed was an abnormally small gas giant is, in fact, not. Beneath a deceptive cover of thick dust swirling in the upper atmosphere lies a regular planet. A barren planet, but a planet nonetheless. This has proven quite embarrassing to the astronomical community on 01. Okay, so it's a barren planet, and we gain 2,000 experience, and by 2,000, of course, I mean 200. So that is excellent.
Construction complete.
We have some construction finishing up. We will go over here to the Snedgus system. We'll be grabbing that next. And let's go ahead and build our mining stations there. We don't quite have the influence to grab the Snedgus system, but we will very, very soon.
Field engineers have cleared a blocker.
Oh, excellent. Thanks for the notification. Let's go ahead and build ourselves an exterminator hub there, and we will also build an uplink node. We can't build our Betharian power plant here yet, so let's actually swap these. We won't actually probably have this guy be here in the long run, but for now, we'll have it like that. Okay, you can go ahead and auto-explore down here. Hopefully you won't pathfind your way all the way up here again. And go ahead and grab this. Once you get that, we will rename that to Snedgus, which would be amazing. Snedgus transcends games. Harley and Snedgus must be reunited. So we have to find the Harley system. Do we have it already? We may. I mean, there's the Herma system. Well, that's probably close enough. There we go. That's the Harley system.
Construction complete.
Okay, we can also clear this once we have 200 more energy
Construction
credits.
complete.
That's not going to be a thing for a while. And we did, in fact, get ourselves plasteel armor, which we'll go ahead and slot on here. Upgrade to 3 for the shields. We'll need to
Anomaly
put
found.
on a reactor booster, just because we don't have enough energy being generated by our fission reactor. Hyperdrive 1 is all we got. Yep. And let's go ahead and slap on a single plasma thrower. Plasma is super effective against armor and hull, but not against shields. Disruptor, of course, goes through both shields and armor. It just doesn't do nearly as much damage as a lot of other things, so we're only running the one disruptor. I do kind of want to have... Let's see. Coil guns are plus 50% shield, minus 50% armor damage. So coil guns are good against shields, plasma throwers are good against armor, and awful against shields. So let's actually potentially replace our blue lasers with plasma. And then just have coil guns to get through the shields. And then these just chunk through everything. That way we have shield specialists, and eventually we'll have armor specialists. But we don't have that for now. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll need to do the same up here. We'll just put on a disruptor and replace the laser with a plasma thrower. And we appear to be good to go except for level 3 armor. So we'll go ahead and slot all of that on. Excellent. And then we will go ahead and upgrade this fleet once they get back to the base. The asteroid LK-1283 is emitting some form of radiation in controlled bursts. Is something, trying to communicate with us? Well, we should definitely find out, because if they are, and if they're organic, they need to die. Like these guys. We can't kill them yet. I really want to kill them. Kill them until they die from it. That's what they need. Sometimes, you just gotta kill people. Much like CK2, some of these things should not be taken out of context.
Construction complete.
Our construction is going very, very well.
Recon pass completed.
Our science officer has found an anomaly. It will require extensive probing, but could garner a substantial find. Sounds generic. Gravity crush. The ESS Voyager's survey of the asteroid is temporarily halted as a probe is caught by an errant gravitational anomaly. The probe manages to transmit some data before it is brutally crushed by the extreme forces that completely dissipate soon after. At least no robots got hurt. 350 physics research. That's nice. Nice indeed. We're also getting up to the point very soon where we'll be able to clear this active volcano. That will be very nice. And we're stocking up our influence nicely as well, now that we're down to only 2 construction ships. Building the 3rd ship, I mean, essentially what that ended up being was paying 100 minerals to teleport the ship from here to here. Strength from small places. Having probed the frozen landscapes of the planet Toroville 8, we think we have struck something big. Science Officer Unit V9 speaks of a bacterial life form unlike any other. Sounds very big. It bonds with other individuals to form large blankets that are durable yet light, and also act like solar cells. They absorb solar energy with a surprisingly low efficiency loss percentage, most likely a result of evolution favoring those who could gather more heat in the harsh climate. Our researchers back home could surely find some use of this information. Well, let's see if we can improve energy production. I'm sure we can. And we can. Our energy development researchers have made progress with the samples we sent them from Toroville 8. They have been able to develop a new type of solar cell using the organisms as a template. They are much more efficient at storing energy and will provide a boost to all our power plants. Excellent. Excellent. We are currently floating a lot of minerals. We should probably be considering building some of these up with those minerals, and so we shall. Let's go ahead and build up all of these we'll leave this one open, and we'll leave this one
System reconnaissance
open-ish.
completed.
It's
Recon
not
pass
exactly
completed.
doable right now. But hey, an ancient precursor civilization. Let's check it out. Maybe it's more Arassians. So we're leaving this one open for the processing plant, right? No. We're leaving this one open for the processing plant. We'll go ahead and build a
Anomaly
science lab here. Or not. Science lab here, and a science lab here. A small space station of some kind has been
Construction
built in a
complete.
stable orbit around this asteroid. It appears deserted. Well,
Construction
let's check it out. Okay. Disease control. That sounds Arassian. Debris from what must have been a massive orbital installation has been discovered above Ajax 7. Artifacts recovered amongst the debris have confirmed that this space station served as the headquarters of the Arassian Concordate's Authority of Disease Control some 1.2 million years ago. The Arassians were far more susceptible to alien diseases than most known species, and the budget of their public health institute nearly rivaled that of their military. Despite this, surviving records show that their entire species perished from the Javorian pox. Interesting. So that'll give us the Orbital Station Special Project, which we'll go ahead and grab. We also were going to come in here and rename this, of course, to Snedgus. There we go. Snedgus system. Perfect. We will go ahead and grab, I guess this one next. And you, well, you're actually going to have to wait. We don't have enough influence stored up quite yet. Okay. And then as far as this goes, next month we'll actually have enough to, well, right now we'll have enough to clear this volcano. Excellent. And then once we have enough pops on this planet to be able to upgrade this, we'll build our Betharian stone. We don't have the tech right now for the mineral processing plant, which is very unfortunate. Automated mining base. We have detected an automated mining base built in close orbit around asteroid R66951. There are large chunks of the hull missing, the jagged holes indicative of heavy weapons damage. The station is beyond repair, but salvaging it will provide us with valuable materials. Excellent. 500 more minerals. Just add them to the pile, I guess. We should probably be thinking about
Anomaly found.
building some defenses, some defense platforms around our shipyard, our starbase shipyard. However, we did find repeated scans of Unatra 2's surface are giving inconsistent sensor readings, almost as if the planet itself was in a constant state of upheaval. Well, we'll check it out. Let's just get ourselves up the defense platforms there. What is the upkeep on these? Significant. That's okay, though. We should be just fine. Okay, we've just about gotten back to the starbase now, and then we will upgrade these ships. While they're upgrading, they will repair.
Anomaly found.
A Class 12 asteroid inhabits this planet. The small planetoid's orbit appears far too stable for its presence to be a natural occurrence. Well, we'll find out. May or may not be too stable. We are upgrading. We should be repairing simultaneously, but we do not appear to be. That's a bit unfortunate. Failure. They are none too pleased, having been ordered to study Unatra 2, where they have found nothing of interest. Well, you brought it to our attention, Science Officer Unit G6. You were the one who told us about it. Get out of here. It was your idea, idiot. Why do we employ nothing but idiots here?
Special project complete.
We have recovered the remnants of several research logs from the debris field above Ajax 7. Their final entries are all focused on finding a cure for the Javorian pox that was sweeping across the Arassian Concordate, and they grow increasingly desperate as the situation worsened. The last entry reveals that the pox had spread in an uncontrolled fashion on the space station itself. An attachment details all of their failed attempts to produce a cure. I almost read curve. It wouldn't have made much sense. To produce a cure in the vain hopes that all the data would be useful to future generations of Arassian scientists. An interesting find. 150 engineering research, and +1 Irasian artifacts.
Ship refitted.
Excellent. Okay, so we'll go ahead and queue up our research station here. And you still don't have enough influence to actually build, so you're going to remain idle for a little bit. Our Legion, however, did get repaired and refitted, so we will go ahead and have these guys move over here to Exililon. Exililon? That's a lot of L's and I's. Well, only the one I, but it's a lot of L's. Exililon? I don't know. That's kind of awkward. We'll have to rename that one. But onward we go. Well, we still haven't run into anybody, but we did find a towed asteroid. For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable orbit around Korgas 5. The massive engine sections and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Yep. Okay, well,
System
+3.
reconnaissance completed.
Excellent. We still haven't run into anybody. Our growth continues to be relatively unchecked. But I do believe I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. So I will see you all next time.